and welcome back to Gnomoria, where we almost have it, guys. We almost have full iron. We have enough iron. I finally got enough of it smelted, and then I added mine just a little bit around this special area. I don't remember if I mentioned this before, but we'll retouch on that. And then we got it. So basically, I'm just waiting on somebody to make them. Of course, both my blacksmiths are asleep, so that's great. And do I have 3 blacksmiths now? I have a 2, or definitely asleep. Do I have a 3rd one? I do, I got this guy. Oh. How are you good at armor crafting? Only 14 though. See, that's the lowest. I had 21 and 17. Of course, I don't think it really matters too much. Actually, let's go down there. Might as well have that set up. So basically, we're in defensive position because we have goblins at the gate. But look at this, guys. Boom. Done. So here we got it. I mean, we could always expand it more, but I don't think we really need that much. Because at this point, we want these to buffer them. We want them to slow down, and once they break through that last one, the little ones will run really, really quickly, hit that pressure plate, everyone else will fall down in the hole, and then we got this set up. Look, we revamped the old system, so I got rid of all that stuff that was in the way, rebuilt some walls, so basically they'll come out here, and then they have to run through all this, and this is why we got gunners up here, just to shoot the heck out of them, and then the raiders will be probably, hopefully, the only ones left. If anything, it may be 1 or 2 goblins that are a little quicker than the rest. And then they have to deal with our melee guys. And so now that we're all pretty much decked out in iron, I'm feeling a little more comfortable about them. I mean, 1 or 2 people are maybe missing some boots. 1 or 2 boots. They don't grab them in pairs. And then they drop down here where we got it all dug out. Sadly, I don't have any golems really spawning down here. I don't know why only 1 of them spawned. There's plenty of stone. I think it's proximity. I built this a little too far away, and so somehow we got this one to spawn, but not anymore. So we have to redo the stone, which is fine. But this is all set up. I had to move this back a little bit for the drop, which, to be honest, I didn't really need that block right there, but that's fine. And so all we have to do is kind of work on a failsafe for Mance, basically. And I figured it out. Basically, we have to have a separate power system over here someplace where they step on a pressure plate, and then it closes the hatch someplace, and then they have to go down a hole, something like that. And then basically it'll cause a loop for those guys, so that they don't actually come through these doors. These are fake doors, by the way. Eventually they will be. But, okay, let me go back to Blacksmith and double check and make sure I do have that set. I think I'll just set it to no anybody. Actually, let's find out if they're even awake, otherwise I'm not going to bother assigning just that one. Is that our blacksmith? It's on the blacksmith. Okay, so he's thirsty. Let's just go ahead and change this queue to be unassigned real quickly, and maybe he'll finish some more boots. He is going to, sweet. Okay, but we don't have to worry about that right now, because we got work to do. So basically, we're gonna open up the gates. There's quite a few of them out here, but to be honest, there's only 1 steel, but he gets a claymore. And then there was a 2-headed ogre. Oh, they all scattered now. It's been a day. I had to save and quit because it was late at night when this happened. And I was going to do that. And then there was a 2-headed ogre, 1 steel. There's only 1 other soldier that's in iron. And then the rest are fighters in iron. So we still have their legs to go after. I don't know where they all went, basically. That's why we got these extra doors, because they don't always stay in groups. Okay, so let's go flip this switch and let them in, and hopefully this goes well. Hopefully. But yeah, we got basically that door. Eventually, once we get the whole setup where it only lets in, you know, it causes them to loop through. Basically, I want it to fall down a hole, and then they basically have to keep running through this over and over. Somehow I'll extend one of these walls maybe, and I'll put a ramp coming up from underground. Like I could go off here, right here, and then the ramp would cause them to keep going up and down. And then we'll just use this solely for merchants, basically. Unless I decide to put a secondary, like I could put, oh actually I could do that. I could put like a secret door over here so that they don't have to go through this part. We'll find out. And they should be coming. Yep. There's the 2-headed, tons of raiders in this group. There's 2 fighters, it looks like. One with an axe, one with a hammer. There's the other soldier with a warhammer. Other than that, that's it really. there wasn't a lot of ironclad people. I mean, soldiers. We're used to seeing lots of soldiers compared to fighters. So it's kind of nice seeing not so many tough guys. And then let's test this, but I'm pretty sure if I pull this lever it's not going to do anything. No, it won't, because this technically isn't getting power because it's hooked up to this now. No! Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't you be going after that honey badger body. That's what you're doing. I knew it. I should have done this first. Okay, suspend that. Suspend any weapons and stuff for now. We don't need them there. And then that should be it. Really. Oh, thank God. Alright, and then they're going up here. I got these guys set up right next to the ammunition so they don't have to go far. Oh, I was like, oh my goodness, I had to think of it. I had to think a moment to see what they were. And they're going after those boots that keep getting made. But oh yeah, guys, this is going to take a while, so let's just, well, we can go through it. Basically, I might as well talk about, so basically I was touching about the touchy area down below. There's this cavern that touches into another cavern that touches into another cavern, and I think it's going to be opening up a big, it's going to be a big hassle down there, so I don't want to really open that up until I have this taken care of, because once we get this, and if this works, I don't have to worry about our soldiers being deep underground. Basically, that's the whole problem right now, is if we get attacked I have to bring them upstairs, and I want to keep them kind of rested. But if we get this door system, then we can basically let these guys go in the hole, and then when we get to them, we get to them, and we don't have to, you know, fight them on their time. We can fight them on our time. Where are you going? Why is this guy leaving? That's weird. The raiders are still alive. Unless there's something over here who wants to fight. I don't know why he just left. He's like, I'm done with this. I'm tired of bashing doors. So yeah, we'll have to get to that later. Oh, another thing though. I was trying to figure out why our guys weren't tinkering, because it was like so close. And I realized they were done. And so I looked at the events, and it says somewhere in this giant mess that Uista has invented automation. Actually, we could work on that while they're bashing these doors. Let's pause, because we may need some extra guns in this. So basically, I made all the parts, I think, and all we have to do is assemble it. So here we go. Go down here to the engineer shop, which, by the way, we got multiples of now, because these used a wrench, and now I don't really need wrenches, or I don't need these tinkering. So I tore down 2 of them, and I made 2 more engineer shops, so we can make, like, if we want to go nuts with the traps and do something else differently, we could do that. Because we also got more machining shops to make the parts. Basically, we go down here at the very bottom. We can find all the prosthetic stuff. By the way, you need, you know, for an arm, you need the hand, prosthetic hand, and then gears, rods. So a hand would need an armor plate and just a gear. So that's pretty cheap. But if you need the arm, you need the hand, another gear, another rod, and 2 more armor plates. So it's pretty nice. But the automation needs 12 armor plates, then any golem core, but the better the core, the better the automation, and then 4 gears, and then 1 cylinder, which I think is the only other thing you need it for is the engine. So basically we got these all made. I have to make 1 more boot with that last one I forgot. So we need the 12, we're just going to make it bronze, because to be honest, you have to repair it. Basically when it gets damaged, you have to use armor plates to repair it. And so if we made it out of iron right now, we don't have enough right now actually, but until we get a stockpile of iron plates, it's not going to happen, because then we're going to have like an automation running around with like no iron for a while. And then when we want to use a really good one, so we got bauxite, it's about the only thing. This is why we're also using bronze. We can always upgrade them later, I guess, if they die. And then we want to use... Oh, okay, yeah, 4 bronze gears. I was thinking I made gears for them that weren't gold and lead. And then a bronze cylinder. So these are all bronze. Craft automation. And then somebody from the engineering will work on that, but... oh, man. Actually, we're going to suspend that. We got it set up, but I want to watch it be made. Like, I want to see it come to life. Basically, you need coal, though, so always make sure you got coal. We're going to suspend this for now, just so they don't make it without us watching. Because I want to see what happens with that. Okay. And double check This is in fact closed. Perfect. This is also a good thing. I had somebody fall down the pit because I was working and somebody stepped on the switch and they fell down here. So it's always good to have that backup where you have that extra door. Because these gnomes aren't the brightest. It's like, oh, I'm going to build this wall while standing on this hatch. And then somebody else comes around to go build this wall and then they step on the hatch and then whoosh, drop them. Okay. Almost through. And there should be a giant leg spike because all these hatches are going to close or open up, I guess. Lots of power, though. Ridiculous amounts of power to power these. Like, if I get one of these. 294, so I only have like 6 spare power to chew it. So between this and then basically all these axles that have to go vertically, it's a pretty expensive trap. But luckily windmills are kind of cheap and they're easy to use and they don't actually need maintenance. And last one, so let's go ahead, just pause or play normal speed. Oh, let's hope this works. I haven't even tested it, but I'm pretty sure it should work. The only thing I thought of, I could have got rid of this last axle that's right here. I got one hiding in the floor right here that I could have got rid of because it's now connected this way. Come on. There they go. Can't see in the dark. Can't put lights there because of the hatches. Oh, and they did. It dropped them all. How did you guys... Okay, what? That don't make sense. How did it not drop them all? That's so weird. Okay, so a two-headed ogre got through still. That's peculiar. Like, basically, I kind of feel like they hit it too many times, and it was too quick. So basically, they were like hovering for a second? I don't know. Why did he get through and not everyone else? So we got a fighter down here, and then a soldier, and then another soldier. There should have been an... Oh, that's right, he left. That's so weird. Alright, so we have to fight a two-headed ogre, which isn't too bad. That one's already dead. So here comes all the fencing that we put in ages ago, coming to use. And then all I have to do is fight this two-headed ogre, which isn't too bad. But compared to having to fight him plus all those other soldiers... Oh, this guy doesn't know what to do. And now... Basically, there's a bunch of doors here, so we're going to actually seal these guys in real quick. Malachite, pull lever, done, and then we're going to go fight these guys. Attack with cleaving foundations and the scolding bringers. And now we can kind of, you know, fight them bit by bit. No, you're not going to get escaped. There we go. Nice work, guys. Nice work. Alright. So somebody's going to close that door eventually. Because I want to go after these bodies, but I don't know where that last guy went. If he's still out there, then we could be... Well, no. Because as soon as we killed the raiders, they should leave. Alright, so there we go. So now we can deal with these guys kind of fairly easily. We're just going to pull this just because we need to get rid of him anyways. Save some bullets. So they can go whittle away on him, and then we got to regroup these guys down here. So let's go ahead and put them like so. Actually, we should do that at the right time so that we don't have to worry about the person pulling the lever going in there and getting into trouble. So let's see, we want... Oh gosh, time. Yes, do these two only. And then we'll put up, pause, another one here. And this will be for scolding bringers. Scolding bringers. And then this one will be for, our gunners. So, the dump slingers, and then the dump slingers. Just because we might as well have them helping shoot these guys, because it's still steel. The steel still... That's a tongue twister. The steel will do damage, like really good damage, and especially with a claymore, that's gonna chew through some stuff. So let's even check his skills just to see how good he is with that thing too. Skills. Oh my goodness, yes. 46 with a sword, 17 with armor, 20 dodge. Oh my goodness, 40 axe, 42 hammer. Okay, what about this other dude? Wait. Wasn't there a Warhammer guy too? There he is. I was thinking there was a Warhammer too. We might shoot these guys a lot more than I was expecting. I forgot about the Warhammer too. And his skills, 27 with a hammer. Still pretty good. 18 with armor, 15 dodge. That's pretty impressive right there. So yeah, we're going to shoot those guys. And then you're not going to pull that lever, do we? Don't do it. Don't do it yet. Because if we do that and they kill this guy, then when we pull this lever, he's going to be like one of the first ones to get attacked. And then we have to suspend our stone before I forget. And then we might as well build that one thing while we're down there looking at the stone. Basically, I'm thinking I have to remove this, because it just makes more sense not to have it all the way here. Because the minute I undo that, somebody's going to go in there to try to get that dirt, basically. Which is what I'm kind of worried about. Alright, let's undo this one. Suspend. Boom. So yeah, like I said, automations, when they get damaged, you can repair them with the basically the armor plates, which is pretty nice. It's just a matter of what you make it out of. So if you want cheap labor, you can make it out of copper, tin. I don't think it really matters. It's mainly the core that matters on what happens. Like, yeah, it's gonna be less durable, but if you want it just for farming, basically that's what I'm kind of thinking of doing, is because we have so many animals now again, and we have constantly having to farm the wheat. Like, I ran out of wheat. I didn't farm enough of it this summer, and so I think I had to butcher quite a few animals. I'm gonna have to butcher more if we run out. Why is it? Oh, it's because you guys shot it. Oh, great. So much for that plan. Basically, I'd like to have one or two just purely for gathering the plants, because otherwise my farmers aren't cooking food, and they're like constantly making food. And then that means if they're cooking the food and I need something to be picked, like all the wheat, because we need straw, kind of a higher build up of straw. I kind of feel like, is he making it? What's it on the ground here? Oh, it's the cylinder. Basically, then I have to have all my warriors who should be training or doing their main jobs. They're out there farming, which is just a pain. So we kind of need to prioritize workloads, and to be honest, farming isn't that big of a thing. And there it is, our first automation. It is asleep because it has no fuel. His name is Pop. I forgot to get names. Pop the automation. He's ours. He joined just today. He's automation. His gender is neuter. Profession, automation. Fuel, 0%, so that's cool. He has a worth of 1,626, that's pretty cool. Status is idle. We can disassemble him to rebuild him, something like that, I guess. We don't want him anymore, because remember, this counts towards our population, so we can't go crazy, otherwise we're never going to get any gnomes with other skills. But let's check out his skills, by the way. He has 158 fitness, which is pretty good. 135 focus. I really don't know what that does. 11 armor, 7 dodge, 11 shield, 12 with a gun. I don't think they can actually use weapons though. And 10 hammer. He's good at masonry. He's good at carpentry, smelting, blacksmithing. Oh, that's cool. That's another thing that's kind of a pain, is smelting all this metal all the time. Gem cutting. He's weird leatherworking. Machining. Oh, that should make sense. Oh wow. Alright. Caretaking's not bad. Medic's not bad. Huh. It's kind of an interesting set of jobs he got there. Alright, and so basically, somebody's gonna go get fuel. Oh, his master, the creator himself. Or no, wait, no. That's our blacksmith son. I made a mistake. So there you go. 1 coal. And he's got fuel for 11.1. And he will actually go and get fuel right now, probably. Fill himself up. And then bam. He's automatically completely full. So he's got 99.6% fuel. Basically, he'll run all by himself. As long as there's coal, he'll refill his fuel himself. So he's pretty much maintenance free. The only time they need to be fueled by a gnome is when they're created and when they run out of coal and they actually run out of fuel. So now, what, can we assign this guy to something? I didn't even think about that. We should be able to assign him. There he is, Pop, the automation. So what does an automation do? Professions. Let's see what automations are set to do. I never had one before. It doesn't have anything for automation. I guess... Oh, I guess it's just like a nomad. That makes sense. Okay, so he's like a nomad. So assign Pop. There's his good combat skills. We could always have these guys training, by the way, and then they will level up just as like anyone else. They'll level up. I think I mentioned before. Gosh, what do we want this guy to do? There's nothing to farm. Everything's all farmed. Part-time warrior, mining, woodcutting, smelting, blacksmithing. I have to redo that listing, but I don't know. Engineering? He's good at machining. Let's have him blacksmith, I guess, for now. We can always change that later. There's nothing really to blacksmith, but... What's this? Hishu has created a legendary yak sausage. Very nice, Hishu. So there we go. Just for giggles, let's see how much that fuel lasts. So it was like 12% per coal. He's at 99.1%. So if we go, say, an hour, maybe a quarter of an hour, and then while we check on him again, oh yeah, that drops quickly. Oh my. So we want to get a huge amount of coal before we bother making tons of those. Alright, so that's all done. Let's go ahead and focus on these guys. We might as well maybe test them out. I can always make more bronze. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's put... We can put them in a squad. I think I have room in one of these. Assign military, right? Oh, this is fun, guys. I've never had an automation. Squads. We need to change this a little bit because they don't have weapons. They can't equip weapons. That's the only downside. It'd be kind of nice, but you can't. Blacksmith? He'd be at the bottom, right? Pop the blacksmith. There we go. So we need to go back to formations. Then this one's got to be gnome, which is what? What did we assign gnomes to be? Retreat if bleeding. Maintain distance. Way of the gnome. That's the one. Increased attack speed, attack damage, dodge chance, and dodge rate when no armor or weapons is equipped. Uniform gnome. Go here, double check this one. Nothing's equipped, so good. Pop should be showing up here, and as soon as he does, we're gonna go into this. Actually, what happens if we open this? You guys gonna go wander into there, maybe? That'd be kinda nice. No! Click on to sleep. You guys, you sleep way too much. We also have to do this before we forget. The stone. Otherwise, they're gonna go in there and get tons of stone and pull it all out. Suspend? Suspend. Okay. And then this one. Yes. In case there's any room in there. And then this one was suspended, right? Yes. Perfect. Okay. See, I should kind of move those, but they're all so tidy right now. We just have to remember. Basically, it's like the bodies. We gotta remember to... Am I going too deep? I went too deep. There we go. Just for giggles, let's see. I don't think it's gonna do anything. Oh wait, actually. Let's do this. Let's move you guys over here. You can start shooting before I open up that door. Time. Oh my gosh, we gotta do this again. Dump slingers, that's good enough. And then we want to put that there, and this will be for the couple of dirt. No, the lordly dirtiers. And then no, lordly dirties. I gotta get rid of some of those squads. But to be honest, I can't because I have to put all of our people into squads. No, just shoot them. Don't worry, it's fine. Okay, that guy's still gone. Giant pull lever. That's another thing we could do. We could have the automation basically be the mechanic and like build stuff and activate levers all the time, because he'd always be awake. But the trouble is, I don't know where he goes. He wanders so much. Okay, go ahead. This guy lost all of his armor. That's just nuts. You should still be over there, guys. There you are. Okay, let's go ahead and go after this guy with... No, not the floor. Let's get him, since there's only one guy in there fighting, the Cleaving Foundations. And then this guy will go after with the Golden Bringers. There we go. And then this guy, just whatever happens. Goblin's been spotted. Goblin has died. Oh, they shot that guy, so he's now dead. Oh, another one's dead. And, oh, they actually, oh, nice! We got his chest piece. That's a lot of steel right there. As you may have noticed, we got a couple guys with shields. I'm just lacking like 2 more ingots and I could make another shield. So we might be able to get it out of that guy, but, oh man, very nice. That was really, really quickly though. I don't see our automation, so he must be fine. So now we can go ahead and just remove these, because there's just a pain. Remove, gone, 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 gone. Go ahead, yep, go ahead and get all that metal and stuff, and let's go ahead and double check that there's no one else. That last guy, I don't even know why he left. He should be gone. Maybe he was hungry. Maybe he got really hungry for some reason. And now we can go ahead and get rid of these bodies. Sweet! That went nice. It didn't go perfect. I wasn't expecting that 2-headed ogre, but that's why I had those guys there for backup. So we can go ahead, unsuspend that now. We can go ahead and unsuspend that. Sweet. And there we go. See, that's the one thing I kind of want to get rid of, is having to unsuspend and suspend stuff all the time. If we have that door completely automated, then we don't have to worry about it. Because we'd have our gunners up there off and on. They could have to change shifts so they could still do their work. And they'd basically, the bad guys would just keep going in a loop, and then they just keep getting shot up all the time. And then we wouldn't have to use our melee guys all the time to clear them out. I don't know if there's a bunch of them down in the hole, of course. We gotta clear those out. But up above, and then we don't have to worry about changing these guys' roles, because they wouldn't be able to get to the bodies, because they wouldn't be able to. Something like that. I have to figure out how I'm gonna do it, really. So that's going. He's smelting stuff. Sweet. So that's why, if you guys ever wondered why I had so much wood, because I was kind of prepping for this. It just took longer than I was expecting. And I just didn't want to get rid of it because it's already grown. So that's why we have tons and tons of trees. It's because I knew one day we would need lots and lots of coal. And, oh, you guys are going to go do that job now? No. No more. That's all gone. We don't need this one anymore. We don't need you guys up here. I can always redo these later. Done. Go do work. Sweet. So that's why we got tons and tons of trees. Because we can always chop down all these, burn for coal, and then I don't have much going. I've been doing some production, but I forgot about it. I made too many beds, to be honest. I made a bunch of bed mattresses, and I don't know why I did it. I forgot winter was coming. 2-headed ogre, so no one lost any limbs this time. Oh, there's a honey badger out there we gotta go get. I forgot about that. Go ahead and butcher up these, and then we'll have to open up this door to let the honey badger body in. Right now. Oops. I'll try it. Pull lever. Plus there's a goblin out there that got in a fight. There we go. So I'm gonna go pull that. Sweet. So yeah, we got lots of yaks. I could get rid of this mail. I could always buy another mail, to be honest. Let's do that too. We honestly don't need that many males. Plus these guys are still gonna be having babies, I think. I let them go way too long. Same with these alpacas. Like, I think we might have to get rid of a few more alpacas. We honestly don't need that much wool. I'm not making anything right now. Female alpaca. No, that's the male one. Breeding alpaca. That's what I labeled it. Right? Breeding alpaca. Oh my goodness, yeah. 1, 2, I think there's like 20 something there. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We want just 12 basically. We got 1 male and 12 of those. Yeah, they're still gonna have babies. These guys aren't having any more babies. So I'll leave 1 male so we can kickstart that again. I can always get them to have another baby, or I can buy another yak if I want to, but I might as well leave him. He's producing stuff. Male yaks don't do anything besides make babies. And sausage. Delicious, delicious yak sausage. There we go, guys. We'll have to get some more of these going for sure now. Ramp up the production probably for coal. Let's do that right now. Let's make this... Oh gosh, that goes in a crate, which is 32. So let's... Oh, 64 is less than 70. What would be the next one? 96? Something like that. Let's just do 96. let's get more coal being made. And then that's just mainly, oosh, in case we need, if we run out of pine, just basically that's emergency setup. 96, right? 64 plus 32, yeah, should be 96. And then we do this one, 96, because we got tons of pine. We don't need it for anything right now. And there we go, that was a timer. So there we go, we got an automation. Our trap system works pretty good. At least we got the heavy hitters. I don't mind fighting ogres. They're not too bad as long as they're the only targets. Basically, I gotta redo some more stone in there, let the golems kind of assist. And then kind of thin them down a little bit more maybe in case we get bigger ones. But there we go, we got our doors all set up. Can finally focus on more things like bedrooms and increasing our worth by using more metal for furniture, or not furniture, but flooring and stuff. Maybe get a proper barracks going for our guys so they get constant sleep bonuses. And I will see you guys next time.